Jackson County Today. Hot topics, relevant stories, and news developments that affect our community.
Jackson County's 2026 budget reflects a year of steady, controlled growth while navigating the financial pressures facing the county. Deputy County Administrator Shannon breaks down where the money comes from, where it goes, and what changes are ahead for the 2026 to 2027 fiscal year.
And so members of the board, members of the Budget Committee, Chair Morse, I'm here to present the Board of Commissioners budget for 26-27. So I just wanted to get into a high-level view of what this recommended budget represents. So the Board of Commissioners, they maintain core governance and policy leadership functions. So this budget continues to support the county's core responsibilities, which is ensuring stable governance, policy direction, and organizational leadership. So it supports the county's strategic priorities. This recommended budget is aligned with the board's strategic priorities. If you happen to read the budget book, you might have noticed that the departmental priorities, their performance measures and goals were all up-leveled this year as part of this goal. And it does reflect a modest and controlled growth. It's very intentional with the department. So most importantly, this budget does support a structurally balanced approach, our ongoing revenues, and supports ongoing expenditures, which is critical for long-term sustainability. So budget at a glance, this is really just a maintenance budget. The total budget is $1,124,695. It's about a $34,000 increase from last year, which is 3.1%. FTEs staying at 5.5 personnel, which is no change from the prior year, and there's no new programs or expansions. So the sources and uses of funds. So this shows how the budget is funded and where the dollars are going. We always talk about Board of Commissioners is central service, so most of their revenue comes from chargebacks. I did delineate this down a little bit more on the left side, that the chargebacks are about 30% comes from the special revenue funds. Biggest one of our special revenue funds is, of course, HHS, which is one of our largest funds in the county, followed by the enterprise funds, which is Parks and Expo and the airport. And then we also have some smaller contributions. They get a small piece of the allocation from Viridian Lottery and our special districts as they serve on their boards as well. And on the right side, you can see where the money goes. Story's pretty straightforward. This is a personnel-driven department, and about 92% is dedicated to the personnel costs for the commissioners and their staff, with the remaining roughly 8% going to materials and services. So what this is really telling us that this department is primarily service-based. Its value is delivering through people rather through equipment or capital. This slide shows how this department work aligns with the board's strategic priorities. So the department has a role across multiple priority areas rather than just one. So they're concerned with public safety and wildfire advocacy. It's front and center on our county's agenda. There's alignment here through coordination, planning, and support functions that contribute to overall county preparedness and response efforts. There's community engagement and transparency. We always aim to be as transparent as absolutely possible through day-to-day operations and interactions, ensuring that information, services, and processes are accessible and understandable to the public. There's economic vitality and resilient communities. We maintain stable operations and supporting core county functions. This department contributes to a reliable environment that supports broader economic and community resilience. And finally, fiscal stewardship and long-term stability. Most directly, this department supports this by maintaining a disciplined, stable budget and ensuring resources are used efficiently and sustainably over time. So the key challenges ahead that will continue to shape not just this department, but the county as a whole. We've got state and federal policy impacts. We continue to see uncertainty in both the state and federal levels, whether that's funding, mandates, or policy changes, and you've heard that from a lot of our departmental directors in the last couple of days. These external factors can have downstream impacts on operations and financial planning. There's wildfire risk and land management. Wildfire risk remains a significant issue in our region, as well as land management. which continues to influence how we plan, coordinate, and our resource needs across the county. Economic growth and infrastructure demands. As the community grows, there are increasing demands on infrastructure and services. Balancing that growth with available resources will continue to be an ongoing challenge. So while this budget is stable today, there's all types of pressures that are continued to monitor as we look ahead. So in summary, it's a modest, well-controlled budget growth. Like I said, it's only about 3% change. We have no staffing changes. We're in a strong financial position for this department, and we continue alignment with our county priorities. And that's it.
Yeah, well said that it's a modest budget, because it is. I know you mentioned that the materials and services portion was just a sliver of the total budget, and of that sliver, if memory serves me correct, the biggest portion dollar-wise is travel for the commissioners.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
And my understanding is the commissioners travel when needed to represent the county at the state and federal level, which I think is important work for the taxpayers of Jackson County.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, any comments or questions on the commissioner's budget? Yeah.
Understand, I'm the Shannon QR code creator. I have a wonderful QR code she made with all of our wildfire policies, even with the update that our resolution at the National Association of Counties on Fire and Smoke and Prevention and Coordination is now a format, part of the platform of NACO, and she got that new change put on that QR code. So I still use that everywhere I go, and in fact am meeting and have met with the new Federal Wildfire Council Director and presented our QR code, which I think they really are utilizing in their new policies and how they're fighting fire. So.
And it is on a nice little graphic too, so you
I
can
should,
present.
I don't know if you guys have that. I should get you a copy because it's really beautiful. It's really, I'm proud of presenting it. She makes us look good. Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you, Commissioner Roberts.